Hey guys, I've never done a video at night. It's Texas, it's like 200 degrees, and then it's 100 at night. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a night shot here. I've been working on the back of these brake lights in the back of Hummer H2, the vents, breather vents they call them, for a long time, and I've replaced them and done them like over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Because the piece of shit that sold me the truck with the whole brake lights smashed out. So they had to be replaced to get the inspection and have it legal on the road. Yeah, they sold me an illegal truck for above Blue Book price. Needs to be sued. If you know an attorney, let me know. And not only did that, but you can't even get your title unless you get it done correctly. Okay, so with the breathers up on top, I'm gonna try and do another show on this in the daylight, the daytime, as soon as I have time someday, about all the leaks on the Hummer. And by the way, these do leak water inside the track. Yes, they do. I don't know if I can get in here or not and show this to you or not, and show you great big stains on the ceiling. There's big stain work right back there. Major stains, they were coming in. And dripping down and then into the carpet in the back of the truck. And so these pop out with 2-star screws, dos, 2, and they basically pull right off, nice and easy. This is what they look like, not much. And I'm going to show you, I did a whole operation thing here. You're going to want to see this. I did a lot of sealant. There's different types of sealants you can get. They're really cheap, flimsy gasket maker stuff they stuff down our throats now. That's not worth the crap. The gasket sealant, I've used that now several times. And I'm going to show you and tell you why. And I bought new vents for back here, and they're just the same as the old ones. It was a stupid, another stupid thing that Hummer did. They designed the vent so when it goes back here, it doesn't completely close on this one side at all. It doesn't screw there. They could have done a really badass looking screw, made it look really cool, but they didn't. It was probably one of those things where they decided to put trim back there at the last second, ran out of time, money, and employees. This is a piece of yoga pad. It matches the truck. I shoved it in there because this truck is so big and has so many mystery holes in it, it's gonna breathe plenty anyhow. This is part of the vent here. It's supposed to have little rubber flaps in here. They rot out and mysteriously just, I don't know, disappear. This is 2007. The older models, these are made a little bit different, but you can cram a piece of yoga pad down in there. I'm cramming because I'm sick and tired of water inside the truck. And we can breathe plenty. We can breathe plenty, trust me. And I don't think it's changed the heater or the air conditioning. I don't think we're choking to death. I don't think we're gonna die. So when these inner vents, they want an arm and a leg for these now, that's just cruel and unfair. If you don't get the one for your year of truck, it's not gonna fit right. You're gonna have to Clinton rig it. And a bunch of these smart-ass males at these junkyards treat me like shit, so they might do it to you. I don't know, but they sure do me. Try to fight with me about it. The 07s are longer. Yeah. And so the other ones are shorter. Yeah. And they try to fall through the hole. Oh, yeah. So I had to rig one of them. That's how I know. And then what happens is these have a rubber gasket that goes around them that helps hold them in the hole. So having shorter was just a huge pain in the butt. It doesn't fit right, and it's never going to fit right. And that creepy kid at the junkyard that's treating me like crap right now on eBay over this needs to be bitch slapped. He needs to stop talking to me like he is. Yep. And stop being a jerk. Okay, and that's not the one I bought off of. That's what I'm trying to buy off of. I don't know why people are so rude and rotten. When you go to buy parts, you know what you want, you know what you need, and these males just get mouthy and rotten attitudes. They're not driving a Harley. I know they're not. They need to cut their attitude. They didn't jump out of airplanes to go to war. So You have to take some kind of sealant and put it around these because they do leak here. You have to put something here because they do leak here. I'm not done yet. When you put the big frame back on, you're going to have to do some more because they do leak. No, I'm not kidding you. Get the right size, get your gasket stuff, stuff these puppies up. I even put some insulation down inside mine too. Pulling the rear lights is similar, but they seem to fit a little better. These are some aftermarkets because I couldn't get the originals and I didn't really care. I just wanted to go the fuck home. And so it didn't matter what I got. And I like these, they're pretty, I like them. They fit better in here. I didn't have to put extra trim on them to seal them up. And the new aftermarkets fit on the side better. You can't flip it and move it with your fingers like you can with the top. They fit a whole lot better, the aftermarket ones. But they leaked. Yeah, so I had to take super glue and put super glue around in here. I kid you not, to seal them up even better to keep water from leaking into the lights. Oh yeah, you know, and then Trump wants us to have our own manufacturing companies and just thinks that somehow overnight we're going to be brilliant like Japan. I don't think that's going to happen. All right, so this is what the back looks like. And it did not have rubber flaps. And believe it or not, I've cleaned it. It's still dirty, but I might have to clean it again some more. I put my favorite trim on it because my trim is really neat. And I love it. And I have it inside the truck and outside the truck and on the doors of my truck. And on the cowl of my truck. I already did a show on that. You can look that up. This is a specialty type of trim. This is the type, it almost looks, I have an iPhone, they're a piece of shit. This is like a type of corrugated, let me see, it's an iPhone. I have an iPhone 15, they need to go to the garbage. It's kind of like, it's an edging, it's a trim edging. I can get my fingernail in there, yeah. But it has metal in it. I've got this iPhone tweaked the best I can and it's still not gonna do the thing. It's just not. It's not. It's just not. So it will fit on edging. That's what I did here. I put it on the edge the whole way around because it helps it sit flush and flat better. Then I got a little bit of door trim. And what I do when I buy the door trim is I buy the big thicker stuff and then I cut it in half. And so, and not all of it. So you can get the thinner stuff like on here around the edges and then you can just save your door trim for whatever later on. And then I'm going to put this right back on. And with the trim I just did, it fits like it was born there. I came up with the best idea. They should have hired me. And it's almost completely flush. Yeah, it is without a whole bunch of holes and weird crap going on and all kinds of junk and water and birds and bees and I don't know, you know, spiders and oh my God, the stuff that goes on is unbelievable. Animals just love my trucks. And it fits a lot better. It looks really nice. I don't know how if you can see this. And it doesn't look that nice. I don't know. Let me see if you see this on the side here. Not too bad. It's a lot better than it was. It's sealing a lot tighter than the plan that they had. It would just lift up. And that's why I ended up having the stuff in there. All right, so I got to clean this up, put this back together for tonight. And then I want to show you the total amount of tools I ended up using. Flashlight, my star bit, screwdriver, scissors, my magnet for 2 screws, my PB blaster to spray the screws. I used this instead of that stupid gasket sealant stuff. I kind of like it. You can get it in black. And my cleaner, which is Dawn soap. And I use it with vinegar. So guess what it's for? Bugs. Yeah, it's for the bugs. And it's for cleaning. Yep, and if you're real desperate, you can wash your dishes and use it as deodorant. Works out great. Gotta go.